Hey, today's video is a little personal, but I think it may inspire you to fight for something that you believe in. And it might not be fighting for your marriage, it may be fighting for your business, maybe for something in your health life. But I want to bring this home so you can really resonate with not giving up the fight until it's over. And recently I was convicted through some Christian brothers, as well as the Word, as well as just my time running and listening to God's voice. And what I heard was that you are not divorced, Vince. You are still married. And about a year ago, I took the wedding ring off because, I was separated. And maybe you're going through something where you've been told there is no hope. This is done. And listen, stop fighting for this. And you've seen no signs of reconciliation or rebuilding or recovery. But you know deep down that it is not over until it's over. And for me, I believe that I fell for a lie. I am not single. I am not available until it's over. And as of right now, it is not over. So the reason I wanted to shoot this video is for a bit of public accountability, and also for you to think about where in my life can I take even more ownership of changing the outcome by focusing on what I can control, and not to do it in order to get something, but because you know it's right. So this past week, I put my wedding ring back on. And for me, this represents endless love. This represents the vow that I made. This was the promise that I made with my word, till death do us part. And I put this back on because the reality is that I am not available. And there was a period of time, there's about 8 months in this 22-month separation where I was strongly advised, Vince, stay single, don't go date, don't go on the dating apps. My therapist isn't a traditional therapist, and she actually called me an effing idiot when I told her that I went on the dating app. And there was a stretch where, look, you're gonna hear me start to justify it here. But this was the rationalization in my mind. And, I'm lonely. I don't have the kids half the time now. I finish my day at 3 or 4 o'clock. What am I going to do in the evening time? I can only work out and do so much yoga and read so much and journal so much. I'm going to go meet people. And I'm going to use that as a way to build my self-esteem back up and just, reassure myself that there's life on the other side. And that was the story I told myself. And to be honest, I'm sure a lot of people watching have done that, or would say, yeah, you should move on and you should, explore and rebuild. And yeah, I was saying that I want reconciliation. I want to repair my marriage. I still love you. I still want to give this another shot together. I want to fully forgive and look into the future. I don't want to think about the past yet. I'm doing things that aren't in alignment with my words. My actions were not in alignment with my words. And it sounds like so obvious when I say it now, but it's so insane how you can buy into a lie that leads you down a path that is incongruent with what you ultimately want. And for me, what I ultimately want is to keep fighting for my marriage. It's that simple. It's not over until it's over, and that's all I can control. This is for me. This is because I want to do everything in my power. And I believe that if you're trying to build something, if you're trying to repair something, if you're trying to take your life to the next level, you have to focus on everything that you can control. You can't control anything else, and you have to make an account of your actions. And if this doesn't lead to restoration in the way that I hope, maybe it'll be restoration in a different way. I want to be able to look back and just be able to take full responsibility of my actions. And I know this was a simple action that represents my original commitment of not wanting to divorce. I never got married to have 3 kids to see my family split up. That's not why I signed up for this. So I want to see this through to the very end. So if you have something in your life where you want to get a certain level of leanness, you want to rebuild your business, you want a certain relationship to restore, then you have to set your eyes on that vision. And when you have a clear vision, you're going to have hope, and then that hope is going to guide your actions. And I think I lost sight of my vision. And maybe being here in Tennessee and having some time with just the kids for the month and kind of made me start to see and feel the vision again. And I started to realize, this is what I want, and this is what I want to hold on to. And for me, this has been a test to actually ask myself, do I believe in what I'm saying? And there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of vulnerability. If this doesn't work out, yeah, I feel like an idiot. I feel stupid. But you know what? I'm not going to allow those fears and insecurities of what other people think and how I may look intercept a possibility of maybe giving my kids a story one day that daddy fought and he didn't give up. And that's the story that you got to start latching onto. What is the story you want to tell your kids? That daddy didn't give up, mommy didn't give up. And look what happened when we fought, and we fought for the right thing. Now I understand some things are just done and not worth fighting for. If that's the case, there probably are circumstances out there where you have to like acknowledge reality. For my situation, I don't believe I'm there. I know every one of you are fighting for something in your life that you want, that you know is good, that you know is true, that you know is noble and honorable, and you believe that is the right path forward, and you have to hang on to the vision. And that will give you the hope to take action, and then just pray for God's will. Pray for God's will, and as long as that's the course you take, I don't think you'll have regrets looking back on how things turn out. I hope this inspires you today. Don't forget, level up or level off. We'll talk to you soon.